guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name's Daisy, and if you're not new here, my name is still Daisy, and today we are going to be talking about dating. Now, I know you don't want to hear it. You're going through something right now. I get it. I've been dating people for 10 years nearly. I understand the struggles that people have with finding a connection, maintaining a connection, the different labels that are out there, and trust me, I've been through it all. I've had casual relationships, serious relationships, situationships, quite a few of them. And I wanted to make this video today because as a 27-year-old, I feel like I've experienced quite a lot of different kinds of dating styles, and there are definitely some correlations to behavior and meaning that I want to share with you today, especially if you're a younger person, girl, boy, or anything in between or neither, and you're going into the dating scene for the first time. Now, I do need to preface that before I start this video, a couple of things. Firstly, this is my opinion, my experience. If this isn't the same as your experience, that's completely fine. That's why everyone has different experiences. Number two, this doesn't just relate to men, this relates to people of all gender identities because we don't discriminate over here. And so when I'm talking about these different instances or these different pieces of advice, just know that they pertain to every gender identity. Everyone is the same for the most part in terms of how they approach dating and what their intentions will be, so just keep that in mind. Okay, so the first one I want to kind of get into today is texting culture. That's because firstly, that's the main communication for a lot of relationships these days. Secondly, it's the main cause of problems for a lot of relationships these days. And thirdly, all of the sad videos that I get recommended on TikTok are about, why isn't he texting me this much? What does it mean when he texts this? What does it mean when he ignores me for this? And I have a few different pieces of advice, but also thoughts on this matter that I thought could be really helpful and insightful, especially if you're someone with an anxious attachment style like me and you equate how much they text you to how much they like you. Now, I will say a few things here that might sound contradicting, but I will explain them, so please bear with me. Firstly, point blank, I'm just going to speak straight to you as a person. If he is going 4, 5, 6, 7 days without texting you, he doesn't want to talk to you. If she is going 4, 5, 6 days without calling you, she doesn't want to call you. If they are showing you lack of effort, if they're showing you lack of initiative to meet up, hang out, plan dates, that's because they don't want to hang out with you. And I know that that's a sad thought to have, and I know it is a sad thought to think that someone that tells you they like you, they want to appreciate you, they wanted to look after you, they want your time, and then never ever following through with it, following through with promises, following through with text. If they're doing that, their actions are how they really feel. What you have to know is, it doesn't matter what people say. I could say I'm the queen of the universe, but if I don't show you the actions, following through, that's how I really feel, because people aren't what they say, people are what they do. And if they're telling you, yeah, I'll text you more, I'll work on it, I'll get better, and they don't, that's because they don't want to, and that's how they really feel. And that might suck a lot, but you have to, please, from the bottom of my heart, as someone that's experienced many a broken promise in their life, you have to judge people based on their actions, not what they say to you and not what they promise. To kind of counteract this though, if they're a person that from the beginning has stated that they don't really like to text a lot, or they work a lot, they're really busy, but they'll always, initiate planning things, or they will initiate like hanging out, then that's a little bit different. Just because they don't text you a lot doesn't mean they don't like you, I think. I think if they've initiated from the beginning that they're really busy, they're really bad at texting, or they just don't enjoy it, then that's something, a boundary, that's an expectation that they've already introduced to you. And if you're then wanting to build upon that, that's a conversation you need to have with each other later on down the line. I know a lot of people that are awful at texting, but if they're interested in someone, they will text, hey, are you busy on this day at this time? Do you want to hang out? Yeah, okay, let's do it. Okay, let's meet at this place at this time on this day. Then maybe a follow-up text to confirm. This is especially true if you're just dating, like going on dates, first, second, third date. This isn't so applicable to relationships, especially if you're long distance or, you know, some things that get in the way. That's kind of the exception to this. But if you're just dating, going on dates, even if you are in a relationship, if there's someone that doesn't text a lot but shows you in other ways they care about you, they want to take you out, they remember small things about you, they call you when they want to talk, those kind of things really show the effort, and you shouldn't equate all of someone's effort to texting or how often they text or what they text you. People are different, people text in different ways, people don't have the emotional capacity sometimes to sit for hours and hours having text conversations. I can't personally relate, I'm a yapper, I could talk about anything all the time, all at once, but I know some people that are like that, so you just have to, you know, you have to blend to someone's communication style, and if that doesn't suit you, then maybe it's not the best idea to move forward, especially if you're someone that is anxiously attached and someone that does get a lot of validation from the frequency of someone texting you. Going off of that a little bit, I do want to talk about the concept of if they wanted to, they would. And I'm here to say, in the 10 years that I've been dating people, going on dates, talking to people, I would say that there is not a piece of advice more helpful and soul crushing than this. Because firstly, it's true. You're a human being yourself. You know, if you don't really want to do something, people can probably tell, or if you don't really want to do something, you're not going to put much effort into it. And that's the same with dating. If someone isn't that into you, you should watch the movie He's Just Not That Into You. Very insightful, very soul crushing, especially if you're in a situationship, non-label, long distance thing that you can't get angry at the person for not replying or texting. So yeah. But yes, if they wanted to, they would. And that's just the bottom line of it. If you're wondering then why they're not calling you, they don't want to call you. If you're wondering why they're not texting you, they don't have time to talk. And they don't want to text you. And that's the sad truth of it. And the thing is, everyone's different. Everyone's communication style is different. But what's not different is you put in the amount of effort for the thing you prioritize. And if you're someone that is okay with someone prioritizing work, prioritizing family, and not prioritizing you, then that works for you. If you're someone that likes to be prioritized in a relationship, you shouldn't be accepting one text message a week. You shouldn't be accepting them never making plans. You shouldn't be accepting them forgetting your birthday, not knowing what your favorite color is. Very, very basic, simple things that should be happening if someone cares about you. And if it's not, they don't. And don't forget, just because they say they do, doesn't mean they do. And that's the sad truth of it. They could tell you they're in love with you. They could tell you they want to have a family with you. But if they can't even remember your birthday, if they can't even text you back, and if they can't even plan a date more than once a month, they're not in a space to date you. And you shouldn't put up with that behavior just because they have chosen to not prioritize you. Next, I want to talk a little bit about validation, because I feel like this would be really helpful to especially girls going into the dating scene for the first time. As women, men as well, everyone, okay? But as women especially, we are judged so harshly on how we look, how we present ourselves, how we hold ourselves in public, how we dress, the size of our body, the look of our body, the look of our face, the size of our face. Like, everything in the world is telling you to be different, to be this, to be that. And when you're going on dates and when you're in the dating scene, it's not much different. Things like Tinder, Hinge, Bumble, they are designed for first impressions and first look basis, and not designed on anything deeper connection. And as a woman, it's, you know, it's hard. And I'm not saying it's not different for men. I understand completely that it's different for men. Men get a lot less matches than women, and I understand that men have a really hard time, especially with features on it like height and things like that. I understand they have a really hard time. I can only speak from a woman's perspective because I am one, but I'm sure men and other people that identify as other things have a really hard time with it too. But what I'm going to talk about today is women's validation. So if you're not a woman, sorry, you can still watch it, obviously. It might be useful to you too, but I'm talking just as a woman, a woman's perspective. And that's in a world where we're already told, change this, be this, you need to look like this, you need to be skinny if they want you to like you, you need to have this, you need to have this. In that kind of world, especially as someone who's plus size, relying on a man, a woman, anyone, but especially a man, relying on a man for validation of your looks, validation of your time, validation of your own self-respect is humiliating, but it's a factor of dating that is unavoidable. You want the person who you're dating to find you physically attractive. You want the person who you're dating to find you funny, to want to spend time with you. So when you feel like that is not happening and someone that you respect, care about, even love is not showing you the same respect, care and love that they are either telling you they have or you have for them, it's embarrassing, humiliating, really, really harmful for your mental health. And that's when people crash out and send 500 text messages and send voice notes because they care so much about something, and when they're not getting that reciprocated, they tend to have a big emotional reaction. Now, am I saying is it okay to crash out, call someone 100 times, text them really hurtful stuff? No, but I completely understand where it comes from though. Especially if you're someone that's told a person all of this stuff, future expectations, what are you going to do together, saying you want to be with someone and then not showing it and then going back on your word and then seeing other people. I can understand where the big emotional thing comes from, and that's why finding validation in yourself from your friends but also from outside perspectives is so important. Getting hobbies, going outside, focusing on your mental health when someone is not living up to the expectations that you have of them is so important. And it's not a thing of like, oh, well, they don't care about you, so why do you care about them? Oh, they're not texting you, so you should not text them. Because that's not how the world works. That's not how most people work. And not prioritizing finding a romantic partner is so hard, but so beneficial to your mental health. Trust me, as someone who feels like their sole purpose is to find someone to spend their life with, to get a little cabin somewhere by a lake and to get 5 dogs, I struggle so hard when I know someone's not into me, but they've promised me all this stuff, and I know someone's not into me and they're not meeting the expectations that I once had of them. It's difficult, it's hard, and it's soul crushing. But you cannot let another person's validation dictate how you live your life, the mood that you are in, and especially how you view yourself as a person. You know who you are. You know what you bring to the table. And letting another, especially man, do that to you after years and years of doing it to yourself, after society's done it to you your entire life, why do we have to live with that? I don't accept that, I'm sorry. Now, do I think people that ghost people, people that reject people, people that love bomb, people that, you know, make loads of promises and don't deliver, do I think they're evil people? Sometimes, but not all the time. I feel like dating is in some ways a game, and sometimes new players join and they are better at the game than other players that have been there for a while. And that's not to say that it's, you know, in any way ethical to play with people's emotions or feelings, but you should not feel guilty about keeping your options open, finding the best match for you, as long as the communication is open and honest and you're not doing anything that is disrespectful to the other person. I feel like everyone should experience lots of different kinds of dates, lots of different kinds of people, and everyone should just have fun. And please don't let it be your entire life. Have dating apps, go on dates, have casual dates, have serious dates, whatever fulfills you emotionally. But the first thing that should fulfill you emotionally is yourself. You are the person who knows yourself the best. You are the only person who is going to be there when you die. You need to be in love with yourself before you can let anyone else try and be in love with you. And it will make your life so much easier dating anyone.